In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, the concept of simplicity stands out as a guiding light for those yearning for better wellness. Modern life is filled with constant notifications, endless to-do lists, and a barrage of choices that can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from ourselves. Yet, amidst this complexity, the ancient wisdom of simplicity offers a path back to balance, clarity, and true health. Embracing simplicity is not about deprivation or austerity. Rather, it's about intentionally choosing what adds value to our lives and letting go of what does not. It's a holistic philosophy that touches every dimension of our well-being: mental, emotional, physical, and even spiritual. At its core, simplicity and wellness means stripping away the non-essential to focus on what truly matters. This approach invites us to examine our habits, relationships, environments, and even our thoughts, asking with gentle curiosity, does this serve my well-being? Does it bring me closer to the life I wish to live? By prioritizing what nourishes us and releasing what drains us, we open space for clarity, peace, and vibrant health. Let's begin by exploring the essence of simplicity and wellness. Imagine a life where your days are not dictated by the urgent or the trivial, but instead are shaped by what is meaningful to you. This doesn't mean that every moment is free from challenge or responsibility, but rather that your actions, relationships, and choices are aligned with your values. Simplicity asks us to be intentional, to move through life with purpose, rather than drifting on the currents of busyness and distraction. One of the most profound benefits of embracing simplicity is the cultivation of mental clarity. Our minds, much like our physical spaces, can become cluttered with excess, worries, regrets, plans, and endless streams of information. When our surroundings are chaotic, our minds often mirror this disarray. By simplifying our environment, clearing away what is unnecessary, organizing what remains, we create external order that supports internal peace. The act of decluttering is not just about making a room look tidy, it's about creating a sanctuary for the mind to rest and rejuvenate. Mental clarity brings with it a host of benefits. Decision-making becomes easier when we are not weighed down by distractions. Creativity flourishes in open, uncluttered mental spaces. Stress, so often fueled by overwhelm and overstimulation, diminishes when we are able to focus on what truly matters. In this way, simplicity becomes a powerful antidote to the mental noise of modern life. Simplicity also extends to our emotional health, particularly in the realm of relationships. In a world that often equates social success with the number of connections we have, simplicity invites us to prioritize quality over quantity. By focusing our energy on relationships that nurture and support us, we create space for deeper connection, trust, and emotional safety. Letting go of toxic or superficial relationships may be challenging, but it frees us to invest more fully in the people who truly matter. Emotional balance is further supported by the practice of setting healthy boundaries. When we simplify our social obligations and honor our need for rest and solitude, we protect our emotional reserves. This doesn't mean withdrawing from others, but rather engaging in relationships with intention and authenticity. The result is greater emotional stability, resilience, and satisfaction. The benefits of simplicity are not confined to the mind and emotions. They extend powerfully into our physical health. A simplified lifestyle often involves returning to the basics, nourishing our bodies with whole, unprocessed foods, moving regularly in ways that feel joyful and sustainable, and honoring our need for rest. When we strip away the complexities of fad diets, extreme exercise regimens, and unrealistic expectations, we find that the fundamentals of health are elegantly simple. Whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, provide the nutrients our bodies need to thrive. Regular movement, whether it's a walk in nature, a dance in the living room, or a gentle yoga session, supports physical vitality and mental well-being. Rest, often overlooked in our culture of productivity, is essential for healing, growth, and resilience. By focusing on these basics, we create a solid foundation for lifelong wellness. Rest, in particular, deserves special attention. In the pursuit of simplicity, recognizing the importance of rest is crucial. Our bodies and minds are not designed for constant activity. They need periods of stillness and recuperation. Adequate sleep is foundational to health, affecting everything from immune function to mood to cognitive performance. Yet, in our busy world, sleep is often sacrificed in favor of productivity or entertainment. Embracing simplicity means honoring the natural rhythms of our bodies. It means creating bedtime rituals that signal to the mind and body that it is time to wind down. It means allowing ourselves to rest without guilt, trusting that rest is not a luxury but a necessity. When we prioritize rest, we support our capacity to show up fully in our lives, bringing greater energy, focus, and creativity to all that we do. In our digitally driven age, one of the most impactful ways to simplify is to take deliberate breaks from technology. Screens are ubiquitous, offering endless streams of information, entertainment, and connection. Yet, excessive screen time has been linked to a host of wellness challenges, including poor sleep, increased anxiety, and diminished attention spans. Implementing regular digital detoxes, periods where we intentionally step away from screens, can be transformative. These breaks give our minds a chance to rest and reset. They create space for in-person connections, creative pursuits, and moments of quiet reflection. Even small changes, such as designating tech-free zones in the home or setting boundaries around device use before bed, can have a significant impact on our well-being. Mindfulness, the art of being fully present in the moment, is a practice that aligns beautifully with the principles of simplicity. When we are mindful, we let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past, anchoring ourselves in the here and now. This presence allows us to savor life's simple pleasures: a warm cup of tea, a gentle breeze, a heartfelt conversation. It also helps us to notice when our lives have become cluttered or out of balance, empowering us to make choices that support our wellness. Mindfulness can be cultivated in many ways, from formal meditation practices to informal moments of awareness throughout the day. The key is to approach each moment with openness and curiosity, noticing what is present without judgment. Over time, mindfulness becomes a way of being, a gentle companion on the journey towards simplicity and well-being. Our physical environment plays a significant role in our overall wellness. A cluttered, disorganized space can contribute to feelings of stress, overwhelm, and fatigue. Conversely, a simplified, organized living space can promote relaxation, focus, and a sense of control. Creating a home that supports wellness does not require perfection or expensive decor. It simply means arranging our spaces in ways that reflect our values and support our needs. Decluttering is a powerful first step. By letting go of items that no longer serve a purpose, we create space for what truly matters. Organization follows, with each item having a designated place. The result is a home that feels like a sanctuary, a place of rest, inspiration, and nourishment. Simplifying our consumption habits is another important aspect of wellness. In a culture that often equates happiness with accumulation, simplicity invites us to be intentional about what we bring into our lives. This includes the food we eat, the products we purchase, and even the media we consume. By choosing quality over quantity and focusing on sustainability, we reduce waste, save money, and align our choices with our wellness goals. Mindful consumption extends to every area of life. It means asking ourselves, do I really need this? Does it support my well-being or the well-being of the planet? By making conscious choices, we create a life that is not only simpler, but also more meaningful and sustainable. Minimalism, a lifestyle that emphasizes simplicity, has been linked to numerous psychological benefits. Research shows that those who adopt minimalist principles often experience reduced anxiety, increased self-awareness, and greater life satisfaction. By minimizing distractions and focusing on what truly matters, we cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Minimalism is not about having as little as possible, but about having only what adds value to our lives. It's about letting go of the excess, whether it's possessions, commitments, or thoughts, that weighs us down. In doing so, we make room for what brings us joy, meaning, and peace. Implementing simplicity in daily life does not require drastic changes. Small intentional steps can have a profound impact. Begin by decluttering your space, starting with one area of your home. Remove items that no longer serve a purpose, and notice how the space and your mind feels lighter. Next, prioritize your time. Identify activities that align with your values and bring you joy, and let go of those that do not. This may mean saying no to certain invitations, delegating tasks, or simply allowing yourself to rest. Practice mindfulness, incorporating moments of present-moment awareness into your daily routine. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before a meal, noticing the sensations of your body as you move, or pausing to appreciate a beautiful sunset. Limit digital distractions by setting boundaries for screen time and engaging in tech-free activities. Choose one evening a week to unplug from devices and connect with loved ones. Read a book or enjoy a hobby. Simplify your diet by focusing on whole, unprocessed foods and mindful eating habits. Plan simple, nourishing meals that support your health and well-being. Remember, embracing simplicity is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing reflection, intention, and self-compassion. There will be moments when life feels complicated or overwhelming, but each step toward simplicity brings you closer to balance, clarity, and wellness. As you move along this path, notice the subtle shifts that occur. Perhaps you find that your mind feels calmer, your relationships more fulfilling, your body more energized. Perhaps you discover new sources of joy in the ordinary moments of daily life. These are the gifts of simplicity, a life grounded in clarity, purpose, and well-being. Let's delve deeper into the practical aspects of embracing simplicity for better wellness. Imagine waking up in a bedroom that feels calm and orderly, with only the items you truly love and use within sight. Your morning routine is unhurried, guided by intention rather than urgency. You savor a nourishing breakfast, prepared with simple, wholesome ingredients. As you move through your day, you make choices based on your values, saying yes to what aligns with your well-being and no to what does not. Throughout the day, you take moments to pause and check in with yourself. How am I feeling? What do I need right now? These moments of mindfulness anchor you in the present, helping you to respond to life's challenges with clarity and resilience. Your relationships are a source of support and joy, nurtured by your presence and authenticity. You invest time and energy in the people who matter most, letting go of obligations that feel draining or inauthentic. In the evening, you unwind with a book, a walk, or a conversation, rather than scrolling endlessly through social media. As bedtime approaches, you honor your need for rest, creating a peaceful environment that supports deep, restorative sleep. You wake the next morning refreshed, ready to greet the day with intention and gratitude. This vision of a simpler, healthier life is within reach. It does not require perfection or radical change, but rather a commitment to small, consistent steps. Each choice you make, to declutter a drawer, to pause and breathe, to say no to an unnecessary obligation, moves you closer to wellness. Let's explore some of the key strategies for embracing simplicity in more detail. Declutter your space. Start small, with a single drawer or shelf. Remove items that are broken, unused, or no longer bring you joy. Donate or recycle what you can. As you clear away the physical clutter, notice how your mind feels. Many people find that decluttering their environment leads to increased mental clarity and a sense of lightness. Prioritize your time. Take an honest look at how you spend your time. Are your days filled with activities that align with your values and bring you joy? If not, consider what you can let go of. This might mean saying no to certain commitments, delegating tasks, or simply allowing yourself more downtime. Remember, your time is one of your most valuable resources. Spend it wisely. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can be woven into the fabric of daily life in simple ways. Begin your day with a few moments of deep breathing or gentle stretching. As you eat, savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet and the air on your skin. These small acts of presence can have a profound impact on your well-being. Limit digital distractions. Set boundaries around your use of technology. Designate tech-free times or spaces, such as during meals or in the bedroom. Turn off non-essential notifications. Consider taking regular digital detoxes, where you unplug from screens entirely for a set period of time. Use this time to connect with yourself, others, or nature. Simplify your diet. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods that nourish your body. Plan simple meals that don't require hours in the kitchen. Practice mindful eating, paying attention to your hunger and fullness cues. Let go of restrictive diets or complicated food rules, and instead, listen to your body's wisdom. Embracing simplicity also means being gentle with yourself. Change takes time, and there will be moments when old habits resurface or life feels chaotic. In these moments, return to your intention. Why did you choose this path? What do you hope to gain? Use these reflections to guide you back to simplicity. As you continue on your journey, you may notice that your definition of wellness evolves. Rather than chasing external markers of success or happiness, you begin to find fulfillment in the ordinary moments of daily life. A quiet morning, a shared meal, a walk in nature. These become sources of joy and nourishment. You may also find that your relationships deepen as you bring more presence and authenticity to your interactions. By letting go of superficial connections and focusing on those that truly matter, you create a circle of support and belonging. Your body, too, responds to the rhythm of simplicity. With nourishing food, regular movement, and adequate rest, you feel more energized and resilient. Stress diminishes, and you are better able to navigate life's challenges with grace. Perhaps most importantly, simplicity brings you home to yourself. In a world that often pulls us in 1,000 directions, simplicity invites us to return to what is essential, to listen to our own needs, honor our own rhythms, and trust our own wisdom. This journey is unique for each person. For some, it may mean downsizing their home or reducing their possessions. For others, it may mean simplifying their schedule, focusing on fewer but more meaningful activities. For still others, it may mean letting go of old beliefs or patterns that no longer serve them. Whatever form it takes, the journey toward simplicity is ultimately a journey toward greater wellness, fulfillment, and peace. Let's take a moment to reflect on some of the deeper psychological benefits of minimalism and simplicity. Research in positive psychology suggests that people who focus on intrinsic goals, such as personal growth, relationships, and community, tend to experience greater well-being than those who pursue extrinsic goals like wealth, status, or possessions. Simplicity helps us to shift our focus from the external to the internal, from accumulation to connection, from doing to being. When we let go of the need to have or do more, we free ourselves from the cycle of comparison and competition. We become more content with what we have, more grateful for the abundance already present in our lives. This sense of sufficiency is deeply nourishing, reducing anxiety and fostering a sense of peace. Simplicity also supports greater self-awareness. By clearing away the noise and distraction, we create space to listen to our own inner voice. We become more attuned to our needs, desires, and values, and are better able to make choices that align with our true selves. Over time, the practice of simplicity can lead to profound shifts in our experience of life. We may find that we are less reactive, more patient, and more resilient in the face of challenges. We may discover new sources of joy and meaning, and develop a deeper sense of connection to ourselves, others, and the world around us. As you move forward on your journey, remember that simplicity is not a destination, but a way of being. It is a practice, a set of choices made each day in service of your well-being. There will be moments of ease and moments of challenge, times when you feel aligned, and times when you feel pulled in many directions. In these moments, return to your intention. Remember why you chose this path, and trust that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to wellness. In closing, embracing simplicity is an act of self-care, a gift that you give to yourself and those around you. By choosing what truly matters and letting go of what does not, you create a life that is rich in meaning, joy, and health. You cultivate a sense of clarity and purpose that supports you in all that you do. May your journey towards simplicity be filled with grace, wisdom, and well-being. May you find peace in the present moment, joy in the ordinary, and strength in your own inner wisdom. And may you remember always that the path to wellness is not about doing more, but about being more present, more intentional, more true to yourself. Simplicity is not just a philosophy. It is a way of living that honors the fullness of life, one mindful choice at a time.